Hello, I'm Martin Wyatt. They are called dropouts. Across America, approximately 30% of students who enter high school never graduate. For Latinos and African Americans, it's between 42 and 45%. But the term dropout may not best describe this problem. The term itself may be misleading. Here's ABC 7's Carolyn Johnson with some special young people to shed some light on this subject.
Hello everyone, I'm Carolyn Johnson. Current research shows the majority of students in America's public schools are disengaged. They either go through the motions to get good grades and graduate, do just enough to get by and graduate, or in the worst case scenario, fall through the cracks and never graduate. While those who don't make it to graduation are labeled as dropouts, this term may be inappropriate. Many of these students are dealing with personal issues that would turn those who do graduate into non-graduate if the social shoe were on the other foot. So instead of being called dropouts, it might be better to call these students education's coal mine canaries. Just as the canaries that used to sit atop the coal miners' hard hats acted as early warning sensors for deadly gases that the miners could not readily detect, these students may be an early warning signal that something is amiss in our public schools. With us now to talk about this are three young people, ages 17 and 16. We have Twan, Kiara, and Jose. Thank you so much for talking to us today. You were all in the public school system in Oakland. Twan, let me talk to you first a little bit about this. Tell me when you dropped out and what led you to do so.
I dropped out like in like April because it was boring.
Just boring. You felt nothing was very interesting that was going on?
Getting up every morning and the teachers ain't really waking me up to want to really learn like that.
Were you doing other things in school besides your regular classes or coursework? Were you involved in any outside activities there?
Nope.
Were there any that interested you, or was that even an option?
Basketball, but feel me, my grades weren't right, so, and I wasn't really coming to school, so I couldn't play basketball.
So your grades weren't up to par to get you onto the team, something that perhaps might have kept you more engaged in school. Were there any teachers that reached out to you or tried to kind of keep you in?
No, it wasn't one teacher up there to make me want to stay.
Yeah. Kiara, tell me a little bit about your situation. You're 16. When did you drop out?
I dropped out in December.
And what led you to do that?
Well, I just wasn't motivated. The administrators, they didn't seem like they wanted to help. So I just was like, I don't want to go no more if you don't want to really help.
Tell me a little bit about that. What do you mean by they didn't want to help? Were you struggling or?
No, I wasn't really struggling, but I was just behind on like 5 credits. And they didn't seem like they wanted to help. They just probably thought I wasn't really trying to go. But I was putting in after school time, trying to go get paper science so I can go get extra credit. And they really want to help me with that.
So it sounds like there was a big frustration going on for you.
Yes.
Did you have any teachers that you tried to connect with or who were trying to help you?
Well, they didn't really know about the problem, but I think if they did, they would have helped.
How about your home situation? Did that play a role in any of this?
Well, yeah, I told my mom about it, and then she couldn't really go up there because she had to go to work, so that was a problem. And they weren't really trying to make appointments to arrange nothing, so I was just like, forget it, I'm not going. I don't want to go anymore.
How about you? Were there other activities at school that were interesting to you? Or?
No, not really.
Jose, how about your situation?
Well, I was actually dropped twice because I was still attending school, but I was dropped and I didn't even know. And there's a youth center in my school, and I was talking to them a lot about how to get back in there. But besides them, the actual staff wasn't trying to help me too much, and I could never get a hold of my counselor.
What led to your being dropped? You mentioned you were dropped twice.
Well, I was working a lot. The first time was because I was drinking a lot. I was doing a lot of drinking. But I had no idea I was even dropped. And that was probably like late freshman year. So I got enrolled back again, and that's when I started working. And then when I got dropped again, I didn't even know. And then I just ended up going down to a district because I still want to go to school. And
Well, I mean, you have the motivation.
Yeah, I
You
have the
want to be in
motivation, yeah.
school. Was it frustrating to you that you were dropped and you're trying to get the situation worked out, you're attending classes, and then you don't even realize it, but you're
Yeah.
technically not enrolled?
and no one even told me. I didn't even know. So that was the worst part. I was still going and just wasting my time.
You mentioned there was a youth center at school that was helpful. It sounds like the rest of the staff or perhaps the teachers weren't as helpful as they could have been to you.
I couldn't get a hold of anybody. That was the only place I could go to. And they would call the office and try to set up these meetings, but no one ever showed up.
How about your home situation, your family life? Does that play a role in what led you to drop out?
Well, I had to work a lot to help out my family situation at home. And that's what had a lot to do with it too.
Yeah, that makes sense. Money's tight, so
Yeah.
you're expected to help pitch in, and so you're trying to juggle work and school.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that is very difficult.
Uh-huh.
Tuan, did you have any of those issues? I neglected to ask you about what might have been going on at home that influenced your decision to drop out.
I never had no problems at my house. It was just mainly going to school, mainly at school, like problems at school.
What did your mom think when you told her or she found out that you dropped out?
She was mad. She was really mad. But then I had to wait to get back enrolled into school, and then, you feel me? It wasn't cool. It was getting bored, staying at home every day. It wasn't cool. I wanted to go back to school.
So you've started looking at, tell me what you're doing now.
Oh yeah, I'm going to East Bay Conservation Corps down in West Oakland. Going to school and I'm working. It's cool.
It's working out for you?
Yeah.
What's different about it? How is this different from the high school you were
Because
attending?
the teachers there, they really want to help you graduate and get your high school diploma. And plus I'm working too, so that's really why I'm happy about going there and being at school going there instead of just going to the other school.
Is it difficult to manage both? Is it difficult to manage the schoolwork and the working?
No, not really, because they in the same program, so after I get off work, I just go to night school for like 3 hours, and it's better.
Is it a situation
And the
where...
teachers is helping more than any other teacher I ever met, so it's way better.
That's nice to hear. Now, is it a situation where the ratio is better? There's fewer students for each teacher? Is that why they're more engaged with you?
And that's why, because it's less students in the classroom where I could just focus on the teacher and the teacher could focus on me, and I'm getting a lot done towards graduating.
And you're enjoying the coursework?
Well, yeah, I'm enjoying that.
It's not boring anymore?
Nah, it ain't bored no more. I love waking up in the morning.
That's good to hear. Now, Kiara, you are more recently out of high school, dropping out in December, you mentioned. What are your plans now?
Well, I'm going Ralph Bunch on Tuesday.
Which is a continuation high school?
Yes.
Why do you think that's going to be a better fit for you?
Less students, more one-on-one time with teachers and counselors and stuff like that. I think that's best for me. Because I will do the work. I don't have any complaints about work. I just want to get a little bit more one-on-one time, more explanation about the work. That's all.
It sounds like you were really saying there was some frustration with trying to communicate and talk about what you needed, and you're trying to get your credits, and it just sounds like you weren't getting anywhere in the regular system.
Yeah.
Who have you been communicating with now? Have you been working on the district level?
Yes. I went to the district, and actually when I went back to my old school, everybody tried to help. Everybody was involved, and I was like, this is all I wanted. This is all I was asking for. Why can't I get this before I dropped out? I didn't want to drop out. So.
How about your parents? How did they react when you dropped out?
Oh, my mama, when I dropped out, she knew it was a problem because I wanted to go to school. She knows that, and she knows the problem, so she got more involved, and then she took me to the district, and then we talked about it, and yeah, she helped me get back in school.
Does your mom work?
Yeah.
So that was probably hard for her to juggle her schedule to meet the school schedule, I would imagine. Can you talk about that a little bit? I know it's tough for working parents to try to, get into school to talk to administrators or help the situation along.
Yes, so since my mom, she's a single parent, and I have 3 other brothers and sisters, that's a little too much for her to handle sometimes. So I actually told them that my mom would come down there, but they didn't really trip off that. They didn't care.
So you probably had to carry a lot of it on your own shoulders and try to take care of things.
Yes.
How about your siblings? Are they older or younger than you?
2 are older and 1 is younger.
Have they made it through high school, your older ones?
The older ones, they're trying to, well, 1 is trying to get a diploma and 1 is trying to get a GED. So yeah, they haven't graduated yet.
So they had some of the similar struggles that you're facing.
Yeah.
What do you hope for your younger siblings?
I hope she gets through high school without dropping out. Hope she get all the help she needs. And I'm going to help her, tell her not to drop out. It's not a great idea.
Yeah, it sounds like it would be nice to have some mentoring going on there to kind of help you guys through this, but that's nice that you'll be there for her.
Yeah.
How about your situation, Jose? Do you have brothers and sisters who are facing some similar struggles to you?
Well, my brother dropped out too, and he got his GED, and my other brother, he got his diploma. So I'm the one that's struggling the most right now.
Yeah. What are your hopes for the future?
Well, I hope to start the new school. You know, I'm not working no more, so I'm gonna have a lot more time to study and do my work now.
You're also planning to go to a continuation high school?
Yeah.
And have you started that yet? You're in the process of...
I'm starting on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how do you think this is going to be different from how high school was?
Well, it's smaller classes, and I already talked to all the teachers and the principal and everybody. So I'm going to get a lot more help and the attention that I want.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense, that when you have the smaller groups that you can really communicate better and get the attention that you really need. Your thoughts, Kiara, on what you'd like to do in the future?
Well, I was thinking about becoming a counselor and telling people not to drop out, get help, get all the help you need, try, never drop out, don't drop out. It's not a great idea, it's not the smartest thing to do.
Twan, how about you? You mentioned to me you have a lot of friends who are dropping out too. I mean, was that kind of part of your situation?
Yeah, it really was lightweight, but now it's not. I don't care about that no more.
Yeah, you're on the right path now.
Yeah, I'm on the right path.
And what are your hopes for the future?
To work, and I'll probably go to college, probably study construction or something.
Is
That's
college
what I'm
on the
doing.
minds of the rest of you as well, Kiara? Are you thinking toward college, or are you just still focused on high school right now?
Yeah, I want to go to college most definitely.
Jose?
Yeah, me too. I'm trying to get a mechanic diploma or something.
What would you like to have seen happen in your school, in addition to the communication you mentioned, in addition to just having that help to keep you in there? Is there something else that could have been done to help you?
More tutoring, more after-school programs, something more interesting.
Kiara?
More counselors maybe, yeah.
More guidance?
Yeah, more guidance.
Twan?
Well, at that school, I don't know what they could have did. I don't know. I'm through with that.
Yeah, you're on to the next step, huh?
Yeah. But that school, the school that I go to, East Bay, is cool now, though. That's why I'm thinking about college, because I know I'm about to get my high school diploma. Keep on going there, I know.
A year ago, were you thinking about college?
No, I wasn't.
Wasn't
But
you?
then we went to Laney College and took a tour, and then I really got to see inside of Laney and see what Laney was about. The high school I was going to, they never did nothing like that, so that's why I was never really thinking about it like that. But since I had a tour around Laney College, probably go there for a year or something.
Yeah, nice to know you have a lot of options ahead of you. Well, thank you so much for sharing your stories with us. We really appreciate it.